This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
I wanted to know if you could maybe tell us some behind the scenes fun stories about Shane. I know that we used to do live shows back before COVID, and you becoming the second most powerful man in all of wrestling. You had a fantastic story about Shane in an airport.
Oh God. The Survivor Series in Chicago. This is back when we were doing Survivor Series. It was either the Wednesday night. It may have been like the Thanksgiving Eve tradition or what have you, or it was on Thanksgiving. But we had done, it was in Chicago because I remember the hotel so well.
It was November 23rd, 1989.
Okay. And we had all stayed there, and everybody had gone out and had a good time the night before. But there was one flight that got us home in a decent hour the next day, and we were all on it, and it flew directly into White Plains out of Chicago O'Hare Airport. Everyone came downstairs, and we're all in the van getting ready to head over to the airport, everyone except for Shane. And Vince is like, we're not leaving without him. I'm calling his room, sending people up to his room. Can't find Shane. He's not answering his door. He's not answering his phone. It's before cell phones, folks. And can't find him. Finally, we got someone to go up and get the hotel to open Shane's door. And Shane's passed out in his room. Big smile on his face. Get him up. Here comes Shane. Shane comes down. Now, the bus driver's going nuts because he's already missed like 2 pickups by this time, and Vince won't let him leave. Shane gets on the bus with a big shit-eating grin on his face. And, hey, everybody, hey, good morning. And Vince is like, sit down. So help me God, Shane, if we miss this flight. And, we got plenty of time. We didn't have plenty of time. Now, airports were a little bit different then. You didn't have to go through all the security and all this other stuff. However, this gate was about the furthest gate that you could get away from the front door. And we get off the plane, and Shane asked, I think he asked me if I could carry one of his bags, and Vince was like, you need to run and get to the gate and make sure this flight does not leave without us on it. So Shane like, hey, can you get my bag? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, oh, no. You're carrying all the bags. So Shane is running with his fucking arms pumping like O.J. Simpson running through an airport with his bags going, sprinting through the airport. Well, we start to walk fast, and Vince is like, nope, gonna take our time. And so Shane gets down there. We come down, and we see Shane walking back towards us from the gate. Big smile on his face, and just that shit-eating grin. And he goes, I got it. I held the plane. Everything's fine. And then we get up there, and we realize that the plane had been delayed. And thank God he thought that he was safe, and probably got his ass chewing when he got home that night. He saved it. Didn't want to get it then, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think the best was we would work out by the pool, and everybody heard the pool stories about different people getting thrown in the pool, what have you. Well, that was always somebody from the office coming in. Well, Vince had gone in because the dog, I don't know if it was Tiger, I don't remember which dog it was, but Vince had gone inside to get the dog water because his water dish was empty. Bosley, I think it was Bosley. And Vince is inside, he's getting the dog fresh water and all that shit. And Shane comes out and goes, where's my dad? It's like he just went in to get Bosley some water. And Shane hides in the bushes, like literally in the bushes. So as Vince is coming out fully dressed, comes right by the deep end of the pool, Shane jumps out of the bushes and shoves Vince right into the pool. Vince, and it was like in slow motion, Vince throws the bowl of water back over his head like that's going to do something, and get changed. And goes in the water and basically goes to the other side of the pool. And he had, like a place where he could get out of the pool. And I swear to God, man, he swelled up. Like those little foam things you put in water and how they like swell up and get big and shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened, man. We got the motherfucker wet. He swelled all up. And Shane, his eyes got huge as Vince is like going through his pockets and had, like shit in his pockets and everything. And Shane takes off running. Vince takes off running, chasing Shane. And it was the funniest goddamn thing. Finally, I don't know, Shane just gave up or Vince finally caught him or whatever, but Shane came out and had the money clip and was drying out all of his money out on the table, flattening it all out and bringing Vince fresh clothes. That's my favorite one because that was one where Shane got the old man. It was hilarious.
We got him another time too when he came home with some new jewelry.
Oh God, yeah. Shane always wanted an earring and would ask every day, like, can he get an earring? Can he get an earring? All my friends are getting earrings. And Vince, was like, no, stop asking me. And then one day Shane comes home and he's got an earring. He's trying to get Vince's attention. And what do you think? What do you think? Keeps walking by him, waiting for Vince to notice. And Vince finally noticed, like, what the hell is that in your ear? Like, it's an earring. Yeah, we got him today. So Vince reaches up, grabs the earring like he's going to rip it out of his ear, but it's a clip-on, which infuriates Vince all the more to where, he kind of offered to pierce his ear right there for him, and Linda pleaded for him not to. So yeah, Shane could push the buttons sometimes, and it would be an awful lot of fun. But he would just do little shit, just little things like he would drive us, and it'd be Shane driving and Vince in the front seat, me and Pat in the back, and Shane would do 300 miles an hour down the highway, which going in and out, which would be the same way that any of the other three of us would drive. But because it was Shane, that's goddamn slow down. And it got to be so much that Shane became Mr. Safety. And he would not drive over 55 miles an hour. He would stay in the right lane. He would put his blinker on for like 5 minutes before he would get over and stuff. 10-2 double nickel. And look, nope, I'm going to be Mr. Safety from now on. I can't allow any of you guys to drive because you guys exceed the speed limit. I will be having all of our safety and I will be in charge of safety. You can just call me Mr. Safety. So we had a lot of fun. It was Shane always had to eat. Just God, he ate like a horse. But we had a lot of fun through the years, man. It would be an awful lot of fun through the years.
What can you tell us about Shane the dad?
I haven't been around Shane the dad that much, other than the little bit. Man, he's got all boys, and they just seem to be chips off the old block. I know he just adores his kids and stuff, but I haven't been around him that much as a dad. I can tell you that his wife Marissa is an incredible, and I mean, like, I think she's like a gourmet cook. But I always like going to Shane's place for meetings and stuff if Marissa was going to cook us something.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, yeah, and she and no matter what, she would always like just barely have enough. But I mean, you're talking about she would basically look at how many people, and then she would quadruple it. I'm not exaggerating here. And still, somehow, we would find a way to eat everything. And she just like, what else you guys need?
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.